What if I told you Himiko Toga is still alive? In My Hero Academia Chapter 416, we see that Ochako is being taken via helicopter to get medical attention. We also see that Toga is nowhere in sight, leaving us to presume that she didn't survive the blood transfusion from Chapter 395 and was just left behind. But the Ochako in the helicopter isn't the same Ochako from Chapter 395. It's actually Toga, and here's why. So back in Chapter 395, when Toga was already in the process of giving Ochako blood, she also patched up her stab wounds to prevent Ochako from having any further blood loss. By the end of the chapter, they both seemingly pass out in each other's arms, with Toga's quirk still hanging on to Ochako's form, and the real Ochako recovering from the warm blood she was receiving. The next time we see Ochako is in the helicopter. It's important to note that the Ochako in the helicopter, her face looks to be a lot more cleaned up compared to the last time we saw her. And the only thing that the news reporter says about Ochako in that chapter is that she is in seriously bad shape, not really specifying the kind of damage she took over the radio. On top of that, Ochako is seen being covered up by the news reporter's jacket, most likely trying to keep her warm due to the lack of blood in her system. Why are these small details so important? Well, that's because by this point, Ochako wouldn't need the reporter's jacket for warmth at all, since Toga's blood was already making her warm when she was receiving it. My reasoning for believing this is because after getting patched up, the new blood she was receiving would have no way to leave her body and would only keep her warm in the process. And the only reason she was losing consciousness in the first place was because of her lack of blood. Toga, at the end of chapter 395, seemingly loses consciousness alongside Ochako for that very same reason, lack of blood. I believe after Toga passes out, Ochako would regain consciousness from getting back most of the blood that she lost. After realizing that Toga was now cold to the touch and was still in her transformed state, Ochako would make the quick decision to give an unconscious Toga some more of her blood, the way that she promised that she would during their fight, in order to keep Toga in her transformed state for longer, essentially stacking onto Toga's transformation timer, reverting Toga's transformation from looking half Toga and half Ochako to fully looking like Ochako again. Since Toga would now look like her, Toga would receive medical attention faster. It's why in the helicopter she has the reporter's jacket to keep her warm, and why she would be in seriously bad shape as the reporter said, and why the Ochako in the helicopter has what looks to be no blood around her mouth, because that simply just isn't the real Ochako, it's Toga. Let's not forget that this would most importantly explain why there is no body. This would mean that Toga isn't going to die, and Ochako is instead going to be heading to Deku, since to further add on to the theory, we have that Ochako and Deku drawing from the art exhibition that happened a while back, that depicted the both of them holding hands and smiling in the air, seemingly after the war. Now for some, this just simply can't happen because of what was shown in the manga and how Ochako and Deku's battle damage in the manga don't line up with what's going on in the art. But in volume 35, Horikoshi said something very interesting when it came to Shinso's costume, and trust me, it's relevant. As he said, there was actually a sneak peek of Shinso's costume at the art exhibition, though details might have changed a bit since that version. And to be honest, the same could very well be applied to the Ochako and Deku art, and what we will potentially see happen in the manga. Plus, it wouldn't be the first time that the art exhibition had set up, teased, or revealed something that was going to happen in the manga anyways, as the art exhibition was where it was pretty much revealed that Aoyama was the UA traitor before that even happened in the manga. Let me know your thoughts on this theory in the comment section below. Do you believe Toga is actually the one in the helicopter instead of Ochako? And if so, do you think Ochako is currently making her way to Deku? Let me know everything down below. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to Detroit smash that like button down below, and if you are new to the Kitoroki channel, then be sure to subscribe to never miss another My Hero Academia video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.